This obviously is heads. This would be tails. They even write it for you right here. All right. When it's in the air, I want your call. Tails the call. Tails the call. And we're at tails. I'm gonna choose now defer. 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 Manitoba will defer. Want to receive? Which way you want to kick?
We want to defend that end.
You want to defend that end? So go around. Saskatchewan will receive. All right, guys, so we'll go back to the sidelines. We'll be ready for national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mosaic Stadium in our fourth game of the day. This time, Team Saskatchewan host number 1 seed playing Team Manitoba, the 8th seed, in our final game of day one here at the 2024 Football Canada Cup. My name's Chris Haddisbeck. I'm joined with my friend Olivier Eddy. Olivier, game 4, long day. Looking forward to finishing this one up with hopefully a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a blast so far. We're treated to a fantastic venue at Mosaic Stadium. If you're not one of our Saskatchewan listeners, you may not know as well, but Mosaic Stadium is sunken bowl. There is basically no wind affecting on the field. It's perfect field conditions here. It's beautiful. We get replays on the Sastel Maxtron. That thing is giant, bigger than NBA court. So we're blessed with a really nice site for some good football.
We are a beautiful facility here, one of the best, if not the best, in the country for football, not only for the CFL and the pro teams, but also amateur football. We have obviously this Canada Cup here, high school football, as well as Regina Thunder, Regina Rams, Regina Riot. Awesome to see this facility used in so many different ways.
Yeah, and Chris, you and I, we've, we talk about high school football. We've coached for Campbell Tartans. We've coached for the Riffle Royals. We know some of these athletes on the field wearing green today.
Yeah, we are. We've luckily know a few of these athletes wearing green, as you mentioned. And, we aren't familiar with any of the Manitoba athletes per se, other than maybe some of the ones that we announced last year at the U16 Western Challenge. But we had a chance to talk to a few people before the game, get some notes, and looking forward to talking about them as well.
Absolutely.
Team Manitoba will kick this one off. Carson Turner, the kicker for Team Manitoba. He'll kick this one deep. That's going to be caught at around the 16-yard line by Team Saskatchewan. Runs into the pile there. That is number 6, Sullivan. We'll get the right number there. That is number 6 here, sorry. That is Sullivan Smith-Windsor, listed as a quarterback on the roster, thus my hesitation on announcing it. But he returns that one for Team Sask. We'll have to get correction, make sure that that's
listed as a quarterback indeed. He's also staying on for offense, but so is another quarterback, I believe.
Yes, their starting quarterback for Team Sask, number 15, Adrian Rayum, out of the Campbell Tartan program here in Regina. So Rayum will take the snap. He'll turn. He'll play action. Very athletic quarterback. He's going to boot out. Look deep here, and he has that quarterback deep there and just misses it. We just talked about Sullivan Smith-Windsor playing on offense, and the went for the deep shot right away.
Saskatchewan electing to go a little bit away from what their usual MO is to keep it simple and just, run the ball, establish a run, get a play action game. They went deep shot right away.
They did, not afraid to show that deep shot right away, something that we've talked about with Team Saskatchewan. They're not afraid to just run the ball. They're starting running back in the backfield, number 31, Braden Wolf from the Miller Marauder program here in Regina. 2nd and 10, Rayum's going to roll out to his left again there, try and find a receiver. He has one open. That's caught by number 85. Breaks one tackle, and that's going to be a first down for Gabe Yasinski out of Moose Jaw.
Yeah, the receiver of the Moose Jaw Vanier Vikings gets a reception here to move the change for Saskatchewan. Now, Chris, we've seen some Saskatchewan games. We did U16 last year. We did U16 last week once again. And this team, Saskatchewan, we often see, I want to say, simplicity out of how they do things, both on offense and on defense. They're not going to beat you at razzle-dazzle. They just do things very well.
They will, as Rayum here is in the gun now. Takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Wolf. Inside, big hole that time by the Saskatchewan O-line, brought down after a gain of 17 on the play.
Braden Wolf out of the Regina Miller Marauders, as you mentioned earlier on, finding a ton of landscape to run. 2 blue helmets on that offensive line that we know well. That's Noah Duniak and Davin Berry, listed at 6'5" and 6'8" respectively. That's going to offer some pretty good protection for the quarterback and for the run game.
That will. His team Sass now 1st and 10. Rayum takes a snap, hands it off to Wolf that time, but met right away at the line of scrimmage that time by the Manitoba defensive lineman, number 99, Connor Brindley.
Manitoba's going to have their hands full trying to handle this O-line for Saskatchewan. I think is year after year has been a strength of this program. The green and white team, usually dominant in the run game. There's a reason why they're ranked number 1.
So 2nd and 10 now, ball in the 43 for Team Saskatchewan on their first offensive drive of the series. Rayum will take the snap, looks to throw, has to scramble that time. He's very athletic, breaks one tackle, breaks another, but brought down finally for a sack on the play. That is again number 99, Connor Brindley, in on the play.
Good job by Brindley limiting, the scramble. Maybe have gained a yard there maximum. He's going to force a 3rd and 10, a punting situation, maybe even 3rd and 11 for Saskatchewan on their first drive.
Yeah, 3rd and 11 here, and they're going to punt this one away. Starting punter, Ty Gorniak out of Balgoni for Team Saskatchewan. Good snap that time. Gorniak gets that ball. High kick short here coming to the left, and that's going to bounce way out of bounds. We'll see where they mark that.
Not a great result here on the first punt of the game, but that's okay. It's still nice and early. They're going to spot this at the 22-yard line for Manitoba, which I thought was generous on benefiting Team Saskatchewan there, but the 22-yard line is where Manitoba will take over for their first drive of this game.
So 1st and 10 for Team Manitoba, starting quarterback number 4, Rogan Vergata. He takes the snap, hands it off, fumble on the play, issues with that handoff, and it's going to be picked up by Team Saskatchewan, number 2 with the recovery. 22, Liam Platt out of Miller.
Liam Platt, one of the key defenders on that Regina Miller Marauders defense, who just won a provincial championship last year. He makes his presence felt right away. He's at the right spot at the right time, playing aggressive and flat and fast. That's a first down for Team Saskatchewan.
So Rayum will start here. Ball on the 17-yard line for Team Saskatchewan. Their second drive after that fumble now. Rayum takes it. He's got motion coming across on the jet sweep. Hands it off to Smith Windsor there. And good play in the backfield by the Manitoba defensive player. That's Jesse Daneka.
Good job, Manitoba's D-line so far. I think it's going to be an important part of the game. Can that front 7 sustain the run game from Team Saskatchewan? But so far, so good for the team in gold.
We've seen Smith Windsor used quite a bit here on offense for Team Saskatchewan. Rayum and Wolf in the backfield. Rayum takes the snap. He's going to roll out left, something that we'll see quite often. He's going to keep himself flagged down, though, this time, as he's almost brought down on the play, but keeps his feet moving and gets a first down. However, I think this one will be coming back.
Flag down, thrown in the vicinity of holding. I had my eyes there, and I'm surprised to see this call, but, you know, I'm also not 5 yards away from the play like the head official is.
We'll take this second to announce today's officials for this game. Final game here today. Referee Hugo Dallaire, umpire Terry Blundell, down judge Travis Jerkovitz, line judge Jake Anderson, side judge Jason Curry, back judge Rob Isbister, and field judge Thomas Bresciani.
Now, some names there we don't recognize, and that's because at Football Canada here for the Canada Cup, there's officials from all over the country, isn't there?
There is. There's a handful of Regina officials, of course, refereeing in this tournament, as well as officials from all across the country, which is awesome to see. It was a holding, so it is 2nd and 21 for this Team Saskatchewan offense. Rayum takes a snap offside, receiver on the play. He's going to scramble, and he's going to try and run it here, pointing to his running back for some blocking, and he gets pushed out of bounds after an 11-yard gain. However, we'll see what Manitoba decides to do.
Yeah, odds are we're going to look at an accepted penalty here. Team SAS coaching staff, one of the most competent in the tournament. They are known for having won this tournament more than once and have been dominant. They've built a program based around culture, and even the other coaches on the other teams, we talk about them and they say, you're facing Team Saskatchewan, what do you think? And they, almost all of them point towards the positivity towards that Team Saskatchewan coaching staff, how they're one of the best. Led by head coach Dwayne Mason, Kyle Schroeder, part of the gang, Paul Harrison, we've talked about many times. He's a nomenclature guru, a terminology guru. Cody Halsteck, Carter Stusik, Chris Ashman, many good coaches on that coaching staff.
Yeah, Riley Hobbins as well from Tisdale, the offensive coordinator here for Team Saskatchewan, as Adrian Room will look to throw here. Scrambles this time. He will again tuck it and run himself, but he's not going to get enough for a first down here, and Team Sask is going to send the field goal team on.
Still a very important scramble and good gain. They're getting almost 15 yards for his team, making the field goal manageable. So, Chris, what do we expect out of a game like today? It's number 1 ranked Team Saskatchewan against the number 8th ranked Team Manitoba. I know these games are not played on paper, but what are we expecting today?
You know, it's always interesting, obviously, in a tournament like this, there's so much turnover from team to team, year to year. So it's not something that's easily predictable. Obviously, they're ranked based off standings in the past. But that's why you play the games to see. We've obviously had the higher seeds win each game today, as Team Saskatchewan's kick is good. That's number 42, Ty Gorniak, with the field goal. That will give Team Saskatchewan a 3-0 lead.
Gorniak listed as a linebacker of the Balcony Griffins in White City. Nails it right down the middle. 3-0 Saskatchewan. Guys, let's keep the chat civil and positive, please, best we can. That way we get to keep the chat open and we get a chance to interact with you all at home.
Team Manitoba choosing to take the ball on the 35-yard line, left hash for this drive. Rogan Vergata still in a quarterback for Manitoba. He takes a snap. He's going to look to throw. Looks left. That time, pressure's right. Finds some hole on the right side there as he's going to be brought down at around the 46-yard line, but that's a good gain by the quarterback.
It's a tackle by Jake Reach, one of these athletes that we know very well. He played running back for the Riffle Royals. He's also a defensive back. Played 2 ways for that team as a grade 11 player, making his presence felt here.
Rogan Vergata out of the Dakota School in Winnipeg. 2nd and 4, ball on the 41-yard line. Vergata's going to line up under center this time. Braden Smith in the backfield gets that handoff met right away at the line of scrimmage by Team Saskatchewan. That is A.J. Ward making a big play, and I know he's pumped after an injury last year cost him his high school season. That's
right. A.J. Ward did not get a chance to play any games last year as a high school player in grade 11, so he's back on the field. It's been a while, and he's the starting dime or starting strong side linebacker, and he makes his presence felt on that 2nd and long, forcing a Manitoba punt.
As we see Ty Fedak Andrews go back to return this one for Team Saskatchewan.
Another blue helmet out there, the Riffle Royal that we know, the ever electrifying Ty Fedak Andrews, played receiver and running back. He was featured on TSN last year as the one of the best players out of the high school season.
Manitoba set to punt this away. Good snap. Gets this one away. It's going to be a bit short there. That's going to land, and TFA is going to have to catch that on the snap. He does. Good job to come up and take that, and brought down right away. Nice tackle in the cover team there by number 7 for Team Manitoba, Mason Vogt.
Good coverage from Manitoba there. There's a lot of green space for Typhitic Andrew, which you've nicknamed TFA. That's what he goes by. Saskatchewan will take over here near midfield. Team Sask, I see in the chats here, they have, most of their players come from the U16 program. The U16 program is undefeated lifetime, a very, very strong program, and its U18 program continues to show dominance as well.
Aiden Rayum in the gun here, takes a snap, looks to pass, swings it out to his running back, Braden Wolf there, caught on the play, and short gain, actually ends up getting maybe 7 yards on that.
Yeah, decent first down play with a swing to the running back on the field side, kind of spreading Manitoba from sideline to sideline. We'll see what they do here on 2nd and short.
Even Katu out of Oak Park there on the tackle for Manitoba defense.
Melanie cheering on Team Saskatchewan all the way from, is that Yukon?
Very cool.
Very cool indeed. Let us know where you're watching the game from. We'll try to give you a shout out.
Rayum and Wolf in the backfield here. Tight end to his left. Takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Wolf that time up the middle. Big hole, and that's going to move the chains for a Team Sask first down.
The rankings, yeah. How did the team rank? So Saskatchewan is number 1, Quebec number 2, Alberta ranked number 3, Ontario number 4. After that, we've got Nova Scotia 5, New Brunswick 6. Team BC 7 and Manitoba 8. And so far today there's been no upsets, so we'll have the exact same matchups that we had last year will happen on Wednesday, unless we have an upset here today with Manitoba playing Saskatchewan.
Rayum in the gun, takes a snap, quick ball to his left to number 9. That's complete. Breaks one tackle, breaks another, and that's going to be another first down for Team Saskatchewan. That's Ben Blackburn out of the Saskatoon Aiden Bowman Bears program getting a big first down.
Yeah, the 5'8 receiver. He played U16 last year. We mentioned his name more than once in that tournament where Saskatchewan won the gold. He gets a big first down for his team here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, his older brother, I remember, was on U18 watching some of those games last year, so great to see him move up to the U18 program. 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line. Rayum in the gun, takes the snap, looks. He's going to hand it off to Braden Wolf that time out the right side, but good job by the D-line for Manitoba, led by number 10, Jesse Danaka.
That D-line continuing to show some good stuff. You know, that O-line from Team Saskatchewan is no joke, but Team Manitoba is holding down the fort best that they can far today.
It's going to happen. This is our 4th game of the day. We've been here since, about 8:45 in the morning?
4th game of the day, 8th game of the week.
Yeah.
We've got 8 more to go after this, but it's been fun.
Wouldn't have it any other way. 2nd and 10 now, ball on the 31. Rayum in the gun. Once again, Wolf to his right, takes a snap, looks to throw, looking left. He has Wolf to his right. He hits him there. Bad throw, though, behind, and that's going to be incomplete.
Cheering from Thunder Bay, Ontario for Team Manitoba. Now that makes a lot of sense because there are 5 players from Thunder Bay, Ontario who plays for Team Manitoba. That's because of the vast distance you have to cover to go play for Team Ontario versus Manitoba. It just makes more sense for the Thunder Bay players to play for Team Manitoba. It's been happening for years now at the Football Canada Cup.
So Ty Gorniak coming on here to attempt a 37-yard field goal. We've seen good leg strength on that first one. Try and increase Team Saskatchewan's lead to 6 here.
We've got people tuning in from Ireland, from Germany. Wow. International broadcast
Manitoba
today.
sending on a wide player trying to block that. He doesn't get there. Gorniak gets that kick away, and that one hits the upright and goes through. He'll take that as that increases Team Saskatchewan's lead to 6-0 with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Strong-legged Ty Gorniak showing us his power there. Yes, he hit the upright, but he would have been good from 50.
So Team Manitoba once again choosing to take the ball on the 35-yard line. The left hash. Once again, Rogan Vergata, 5'10", out of Winnipeg in at quarterback. Takes the snap, looks to throw, looks left. Pressure up the middle of that time by Team Saskatchewan. He was able to roll out of that. Is just going to tuck it and run, and that's going to be enough close to force a first down.
Heads up play by Rogan Vergata, the quarterback out of Dakota in Winnipeg. That's a first down.
That will be a first down. That's going to move the chains.
David Holmes cheering for Ontario. Well, David will have to wait till Wednesday for the next time Ontario plays, but they did win their first game, and they're moving on.
First and 10 now, ball on the 45. Oden first in the backfield with Regatta. He'll take the handoff off the left side there. Not much going on though. Great job by the Saskatchewan corner to come and make a play. That's number 20, Aiden Lowe.
Yeah, he limits this run to, let me rephrase that, he gets the tackle in the backfield and credits himself with a tackle for loss, and Manitoba's looking at 2nd and 11.
Under 2 minutes now left here in the first quarter. Regatta in the gun. We see his running back motion out here. He's going to roll to his right, pressure in his face right away. Gets a good ball away behind, though, and that's going to be close to being intercepted by a couple of Saskatchewan defenders, but falls incomplete on the play.
Looks like Saskatchewan will get the ball back here up 6-0 with 1:46 left in this first quarter. First quarter, feel like it went by pretty fast as Team Manitoba is getting ready to punt this one off.
Ty for Dak Andrews set to return this one for Saskatchewan. A short punt on the previous punt for Manitoba.
Question from Ed. Will Football Canada ever host a 9-man competition? They do host a number of competitions between flag. There's a lot of 6-a-side that's been hosted. Another tournament begins in 2 weeks. As Ty Fedek Andrews runs up the middle here, gets as much as he can, getting his offense ready to take on the right hash around the 47-yard mark.
Literally, we've talked about all the different Football Canada tournaments going on right now between flag and tackle. We mentioned the Indigenous Challenge a week or so ago in Alberta. Team Alberta coming away with a gold medal. We have, obviously, the U16 Western Challenge that just finished, the U16 Eastern Challenge, and now Football Canada Cup, as well as U18 Women's coming up here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm thankful I'm not on staff at Football Canada full time because those folks might be exhausted by now.
Yeah, they're working hard to make all these tournaments happen, which is an awesome job by them here. Adrian Rayum in the gun. Quick throw, a quick fake to TFA there on the left side. He's going to try that deep shot again, but falls through the receiver's hands. That's Sullivan Smith-Windsor. That's a nice ball, Ray Rayum, and they just don't come down with it. They've
really been trying to feed Sullivan Smith-Windsor, who's clearly playing at receiver. I know he's listed as a quarterback in our positional chart here, but yeah, they've been trying to get him the ball, just unsuccessful so far today. And you know what else we forgot about Football Canada? They just came back from the IFAF U20 World Championship in which they won gold in a victory over Japan, and that was hosted in Edmonton.
That was a great job by the U20 team there. Players from across the country coming away with gold. As Rayum will look to throw, he's going to take that deep flag route now that time. Has his receiver open, makes the reception. That's number 84, Noah Yasinski with the reception.
Yeah, finally connects on one of these deep shots. Saskatchewan making it clear they're trying to score early and often in this game. They're not waiting at all. They want to push the ball downfield, and good completion there.
A little confusing on our roster. We've got Noah Yasinski, receiver from Saskatoon, and Gabe Yasinski, receiver from Moose Jaw. I'm not sure if they're related or not. But
I'm going to go with cousins.
We'll go with that until we're told otherwise. As Rayum is in the gun, looks to throw, looks left, has Ty Fedek Andrews in the slot there. Nice, easy completion there, and it's going to be second and short coming up.
Coordinator's dream here in the red zone. He's got second and short. He can call anything he wants here and probably has a good chance of success.
Amayas first there on the coverage and tackle from Oak Park in Winnipeg. So second and 2, ball on the 17 for Team Saskatchewan in this Adrian Rayum-led offense. He'll take the snap. Pressure coming from Manitoba. Takes that slant route. Goes through the receiver's hands. There's a late flag in the area of roughing the passer.
Yeah, it looks like Team Saskatchewan's going to be credited with the first down here, which they'll gladly accept instead of third and short.
The officials get together to discuss this one. And it is a penalty against Manitoba, and that's going to move the chains for Team Saskatchewan, inching them closer to this goal line.
So, Chris, having the offense that Saskatchewan does, first and goal from the 7, are you just going to try to run the ball here, try to pound it in, or is that almost too obvious?
You know, they've shown that they want to throw the ball. However, we know that they have a very, very strong offensive line and a great running back in Braden Wolf, as well as a quarterback who is very mobile as well and not afraid to tuck it and run.
And pardon me, they're on the 2-yard line here.
So Rayum in the gun that time will take the snap. He'll look and he will throw it quickly to his slot back on the left side, and that is a touchdown by Ty Fedek Andrews.
TFA coming down with a touchdown. Surprising kickoff for me from the 2-yard line, but I also love it. If everybody's expecting a run, might as well throw it and see what we can do. Good job, Team Saskatchewan, getting on the board here. It's now 12-0 as they line up for the extra point, as there's zeros on the scoreboard to end the first quarter.
Ty Gorniak lining up for this extra point.
We've got people tuning in from Lisbon, Portugal. Melanie wants them to run the ball, but they were successful here on the...
Well, he must be an O-line coach, which I respect. That brings us officially to the end of the first quarter. Saskatchewan leads Manitoba. I believe that extra point attempt was good. We'll wait for it to officially be added, but should be 14-0 for... after the field goals. It is 13-0. Thank you, Olivier. Forgot that they had a couple field goal attempts there early.
So a 13-0 first quarter, maybe as expected. You know, it's a tough task for Team Manitoba, ranked 8th, to come into Regina, into Saskatchewan's home ground, and it's a tough game for them. They're playing against the number 1 seed.
It is a tough game, and obviously a bit of a tough start. Defense did a good job forcing those 2 early field goals, but on that drive gave up a big pass there to Yasinski, the receiver, and Rayum's showing his ability as a quarterback in the air. We know he's athletic and he can run, but Manitoba's going to have a big offensive drive here to try and get back in this game.
Nice crowd today. Nice night here at Mosaic Stadium. We mentioned it earlier. It's a peaceful atmosphere here in the stadium. I love the sunken bowl. I know in Manitoba you have that as well at your CFL stadium. It's a really cool look. I think it's special for the athletes, the coaches, to be able to play in such nice venues.
It is. It's very special. We're also going to be at beautiful Libo Field on Wednesday for any of those that watch the U18 tournament. That's where those games were held, home of Regina Minor football. And looking forward to Wednesday's games as well. I want to thank all the volunteers helping make this tournament happen here. So many people from Football Saskatchewan, Football Canada, of course, local teams as well, the Regina Riot, Thunder, and Rams here providing some volunteers. Sports Canada TV as well for making this broadcast happen, as Ty Gorniak will punt that one away, kick that one away. It's caught at the 12-yard line. Has some blocking there on the sideline and flagged down late on that return.
Good return by Manitoba, bringing it all the way up to the 31-yard line.
Wait for the official call here. Looks like it's maybe going backwards for Manitoba, so putting themselves in a bit of a hole here.
It's been a tough start to the game for Manitoba here offensively. They got to find a way to get something going, whether it's on the ground or in the air. They need a first down here.
So holding officially the call. Rogan Vergata still in the quarterback for Team Manitoba. Vergata has 3 to his right, takes the snap, turns, hands it off on the counter motion to number 34, but met right away in the backfield by a handful of Saskatchewan defenders, including Lucas Durant, number 99, leading the way on that D-line.
Manitoba going with a misdirection, the counter here, hoping to get something out of the aggressive Saskatchewan defense, but to no avail. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Lucas Durant, teammate of starting quarterback Adrian Rayum out of Campbell Collegiate. Obviously a team that we're both familiar with. I had the pleasure of coaching those athletes a couple years ago at Campbell.
And winning a provincial championship.
Yeah, back in 2017 with you, our friend Ryan Hall, and many other great coaches. As we see pressure right away in Vergata's face, he's going to scramble. Does a good job heading to that sideline. We'll see if he can get there for the first down. It's going to be 3rd and short, and Manitoba's going to have a tough decision to make. Brought down eventually by Aiden Lowe.
The Manitoba scrambling quarterback has been a bright spot for their offense. He's got their only first down, and that was a great run on 2nd and long. It's 3rd and inches here, and Manitoba is electing to substitute the punt team on, which I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, down 13. Saskatchewan's offense has had done a good job moving the ball. So Manitoba, though, is going to decide to punt this one away.
I'd be encouraging Team Manitoba to take a risk here. You know, as underdogs, I think it's difficult to beat that Team Saskatchewan. And in 3rd inches, I'd like to see them go for it here.
Snap is good. They will punt this one away. Ty Fedek-Andrews set to return. He's going to run up, catch that at the 52-yard line. Nice job catching that in the air and brought down right away for a small return led by number 42, Ryan North.
And another late flag here thrown by the head official who was behind the punter on the play. We'll see what he announces here to us.
Good job by Ty Fedek-Andrews there catching that one in the air. They're going to be going back 10 yards, so Team Saskatchewan's going to start on their 50-yard line to start this drive.
Well, at the end, they managed to get about 25 yards out of that punt exchange after taking into account the penalty. Maybe more like 30.
Rayum and Wolf in the backfield still for Saskatchewan.
Thank you, Corey, for the kind notes. We're hoping to be able to do good work on Wednesday and Saturday. The challenge for us is that we're going to lose our voice by then.
That's right. No talking Monday and Tuesday, I don't think. Rayum takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Wolf there. Good job from the backside, though, on the defensive line by Team Manitoba.
Still a gain of 3, but Saskatchewan will be tested here with a 2nd and 7. Might have to be forced to pass here. We'll see what the coaches elect to do.
Destiny Okadera from Dakota School in Winnipeg there making a nice play from behind. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. We know Rayum's dangerous with his legs as well. He's not afraid to tuck in and run. He'll take the snap. High snap, though. Does a good job getting it off. Going to throw over the middle this time to Smith-Windsor, and that's complete. A nice pitch and catch for the Saskatchewan offense.
Yeah, they've been trying to feed Smith-Windsor quite a bit, and they finally get to him. The receiver out of Prince Albert, Carleton Crusaders, up in the Waskesiu Lake, gets the first down for Team Saskatchewan.
A good job by Rayum to catch that high snap and get a good ball away.
Kieran, absolutely remember you with Team Manitoba. Thanks for the kind words. And yes, we remember commentating on your games when you play provincial.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in and for the kind words.
So Rayum in the gun, Wolf to his right, takes the snap, looks to throw, pump fake, wanted to run or throw a deep shot there, but Rayum keeps himself, makes a cut there, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Again, a nice 2nd and short situation here for Team Saskatchewan. Allows them to run the ball, pass the ball, play action. Is going to be difficult to defend for Team Manitoba.
We've seen Rayum look to throw that screen or maybe pump fake and take a deep shot. They did that earlier, didn't come down with it though. And Rayum, though, dangerous with his legs as well. Gets 8 on the play, forces a 2nd and 2 now, ball on the 31-yard line.
A good dual threat athlete. He's shown he could do it with his legs just as much as his arm. He's going to be difficult to stop today.
Rayum and Wolf in the backfield. He motions his receiver, Ty Fedek-Andrews, across the formation behind him. Rayum's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Braden Wolf that time. Sorry, he keeps it. That's a great fake, obviously. Got me on the play, and a nice job by Rayum.
Hey, anytime you can get the commentators, you know he's doing a good job with the quarterback keep. It's a good technique to hide the ball as long as possible on the first down for Team Saskatchewan. Cheering from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. Go green. Let's go Belowski.
There you go. Love it. I have the excuse that we're a couple hundred yards away and it's game 4, but Rayum is very good at those play fakes.
You know, we are 6 levels up. We're 4 level ups from ground level. The field is 2 level down from ground level. So, yeah, we are quite far. We use our binoculars quite a bit.
Rayum intended for number 9. That's Blackburn, but that's going to fall incomplete as it's thrown a little bit behind him on that one.
Jake does not like our commentary. 4 years and still can't commentate well. Well, Jake, we'll keep doing our best. And
yeah, I haven't been doing it for 4 years, though, so must be thinking of someone else.
Oh, maybe, eh?
2nd and 10 now coming up. Team Saskatchewan, ball on the 21-yard line. Rayum in the gun. 4 to his left now, 1 to his right, Blackburn. Takes that snap, hands it off to Braden Wolf this time. Big hole inside. Wolf flips end over end, and it's going to be close to a first down once again.
You know, that barrel roll, you said flip end over end. I think it's a skill that, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but it's a skill that's taught in the Football Saskatchewan program. They teach the players how to fall, and they talk a lot about rolling on their shoulders forward. I'd love to see it out of the running back because those are drills that they do with the mats, right? Learn how to fall when you're going to lose balance, and I'd love to see the barrel roll at the end of that run.
3rd and short now, Rayum and Wolf in the backfield. Ty Frederick-Andrews coming across on that jet sweep. Rayum fakes it, keeps it himself that time, runs into the Manitoba defender. I think he's got enough for a first down, but that's a nice hit on the play.
Big thump Manitoba showing their physical presence, but it's not enough to stop Saskatchewan on 3rd and short. It'll be 1st and goal for Team Sask as they look to increase their lead from 13-0.
Nolan Poirier with a nice hit on the play. So 1st and goal, ball on the 9-yard line. Rayum motions. Ty Frederick-Andrews comes back that time. Rayum takes the snap, looks to throw, looking to his right, finds a Blackburn there in the corner, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, good route combination. A little comeback from the number 1 receiver, a corner route from the number 2 receiver. Quarterback elects to go to his wide out, just can't find him. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Timeout, Team Saskatchewan here with 6 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first half. Big 2nd and 9 for both sides here.
Saskatchewan staff electing to take the time here to have a chat with their quarterback, seeing if they can't dial up the perfect play call, something he might be comfortable with, as they want to punch it in here.
Livy, one thing we've talked about here, Football Canada rule change now allowing electronic communication from the sideline of offensive coordinators to the QB. Something that is an interesting change and one that I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, and we'll elaborate on that even more after this play.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9-yard line. Rayum's going to take that snap. Going to look to throw right away, looks to his left, has a receiver deep in the corner. He's got Yasinski for another Team Saskatchewan touchdown. Falls incomplete. A good job by that Manitoba DB. I thought he came down with that as the DB celebrates, and he deserves to.
Team Saskatchewan opting to send their field goal team on here, hoping to go up 16-0 in the 2nd quarter. Chris, you mentioned the rule change for Football Canada. Coaches can talk to their quarterbacks now through electronic devices. Where it's interesting and different from professional sports, because this exists in the CFL and the NFL before, where it's different from professional sports is that there's no one hitting a button to say stop, communication is closed. They can actually speak throughout the play. So by rule, they're allowed to do that. Now, I don't think as a coordinator or coach you want to be talking to QB during the play, but it's an interesting rule that has been brought in, and teams are playing around with that during this tournament.
It is. That field goal attempt is good, increasing Team Saskatchewan's lead to 16 over Team Manitoba here in the first half. I'm sure there's times, where you as an offensive coordinator want to yell in the mic as the quarterback if you could during the play that someone's wide open, but it's not always that easy from the sideline.
No, and I think coaches have to find a way to let their quarterbacks breathe and make decisions by themselves. Now, does it hurt once in a while to say, hey, look, the field corner, he's bailing. You've got an opportunity to just fit it into your wideout real quick. Ideally, you get that communication in pre-cadence, as they're coming out of the huddle, or if you're a no-huddle team, early and on into the play clock.
Shout out to number 29, Oba, with the knockdown there for Team Manitoba defense. That was a great play on defense. Team Manitoba will take it there. Vergata takes it, hands it on the jet sweep. That's a forward pass, and a big play in the backfield as a flag comes down as well.
Nice form tackle by number 3, Jake Reach, getting to the backfield. We'll see what the flag has to offer.
holding the call against Manitoba. They'll likely decline this and force a 2nd and long. That is declined.
2nd and extra long for Manitoba. It's difficult to dial up a play here. You've got choices as a coordinator, I suppose. You can try to get half if you think you want to go for it, or just punt, or I guess you take a deep shot.
So 2nd and long here for Team Manitoba. Vergata in a tough position, takes that snap. Trouble there on his feet, does a good job to pick that up. Scrambles, throws it right to complete, and caught by number 86 there.
That's a good gain, getting 10 or 12 yards. We're going to be looking at 3rd and 9, I believe, but likely a situation where Manitoba has to punt the ball back to Saskatchewan with 5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
Max Payne with the reception there for Manitoba.
Saskatchewan opting with the one lone receiver, or returner, I should say, on punt return. It allows them to have 11 players near the line of scrimmage. Easier to defend against fakes. Also easier to apply pressure on the punter if that's what they so choose to do.
Carson Turner out of Sturgeon Heights High School in Winnipeg set to punt this one away. Good snap. Turner catches that one, punts it to TFA. Nice catch on the play over his head there. Catches it right at around the 40-yard line. Makes a cut there, heading towards that sideline, and a great tackle there by the cover team to limit the damage.
Good pursuit, good tackle. I believe that was number 10 for Manitoba, who wraps up TFA. Back there, that's Jesse Denaka, the linebacker at Grand Park, Winnipeg.
So that's where Team Sask will take over. Ball on the 51-yard line. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the first half. Team Saskatchewan leading Manitoba 16-0.
Now Saskatchewan has to be happy early on. They've scored on 4 different drives. The only thing that I think they're going to wish they did better is finish their drives with touchdowns instead of field goals.
Yeah, 3 field goals now for Ty Gorniak. Obviously Saskatchewan hoping to put up touchdowns on that offense as Brigham takes it, play action this time, rolls to his right. He has Smith Windsor open. Nice throw and catch there by the Saskatchewan offense. Smith Windsor running down the sideline, eventually brought down, but that's a big gain for Saskatchewan.
Does a great job tiptoeing and staying in bounds. He was inches away from stepping out. The officials had a clear view of it, and so did we. Stayed in bounds, got all the way to the 25-yard line. That's a big first down.
Smith Windsor living all the way up at Waskesiu Lake, Saskatchewan, a beautiful part of our province here.
See some comments here. How's our offense so bad? I'll tell you what, it's not even a comment about Manitoba. I think Team Saskatchewan, they're shutting out teams in the U16 tournaments. They've had some shutouts in the U18 as well. They're just a very strong team on defense and not easy to move the ball on.
Rayum takes that snap, hands it off to his running back on the right side there. Decent gain on the play, brought down by number 9, Carson Thomas. 6'7" out of Grant Park.
A good first down carry. That's what you want. You want to get ahead of the sticks, as they say. Give yourself a 2nd and 5 or better. And that's what they do here, keeping it on the ground. We'll see what they elect to choose for 2nd down.
Braden Wolf, the starting running back, still in for Team Saskatchewan. William takes it, hands it off to Wolf that time. Not much going on inside, though, and only maybe gets a yard or so, and it's going to force a 3rd and short.
Great job, Team Manitoba, being disciplined and gap sound on the D-line. Found a way to stop Saskatchewan as we reached a 3-minute warning. Sask seems to be electing to go for it here. They're tired of kicking those field goals, Chris.
Yeah, definitely a little frustrated, obviously, not kicking. We know Ty Gorniak has the leg strength and accuracy to make a field goal like this, but they're going to keep their offense on here and maybe try and get Manitoba to go offside, get a free first down, or just run a regular play.
Yeah, now Chris, correct me, but we haven't seen a second package out of Team Saskatchewan, have we? There's been no kind of short yardage team on the field yet?
No, I don't believe so. They've stayed in their standard offense so far for this game. We saw during the U16 games that they had a dedicated jumbo package, but so far we haven't seen it today.
Marcus asking a good question about Saskatchewan. You know, they've been dominant, but they have the same population as Manitoba. We'll be bringing in some folks from Team Sask. We can ask them that question themselves, kind of ask them what the key to their success is. I know in the past they've talked about continuity and coaching staffs. They talked about team culture. We'll see what our friends from Football Saskatchewan will be able to tell us as we bring them in for an interview at some point around halftime or early in the 3rd quarter.
So Rayum will stay in at quarterback, takes that. He's going to scramble himself that time, runs into a Manitoba defender, but uses that athleticism to get inside. We'll see. They threw him forward here, and it's going to be close to a first down.
I believe Manitoba got the stop here in the early indication on the spot, which I think is fairly accurate, is that we're going to see a turnover on downs.
And that is going to be a big turnover on downs for Team Manitoba, led on the play by number 9, Carson Thomas. Again, that 6'7" defensive lineman making a big play.
Big positive play for Team Manitoba. They're keeping this a 2-score game. Saskatchewan could have kicked the field goal to go up 3 scores, but Manitoba gets the best out of it.
So big drive here for Team Manitoba. Still just a 2-score game.
Yep, good job for Team Manitoba. If they can drive down the field here, get any type of score, they'll feel pretty good heading into halftime.
Rogan Vergata still in at quarterback for Manitoba.
He's done a good job using his legs when needed.
He's got quads to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look to throw. Looking left. Taking that ISO shot on the sideline there. Not a bad ball, but that falls incomplete. Intended for number 72, Nathan Esch.
Yeah, ISO shot indeed. What Manitoba tried to do there, put 4 receivers to the field and leave a lone receiver by himself on the boundary, hoping for the one-on-one matchup. They took the deep shot, just couldn't come down with the completion on that one. Quick game indeed. It's been going fast. We're already 2 minutes, 42 seconds left in the second quarter.
So 2nd and 10, ball on the 16-yard line for Manitoba. Vergata in the gun. He'll take it. Saskatchewan will bring a blitz this time. Nice job by Vergata to get that one away. Finds his receiver. That's number 86 with the reception, Max Payne. And it's going to be 3rd and about 4.
Max Payne, an alumni of the program, played U16 last year. We named him on the all-name team. Absolutely love that name. Max Payne getting a nice reception. Team Manitoba, however, short of the sticks here. 3rd and 2. Punt team's running onto the field.
A familiar name for us, Riker Hansen on the tackle there. Remember announcing him at U16 last year, and makes a nice play there.
He was one of the dominant players on defense, making tackles all over the field. He was all over the scorecard.
Manitoba set to punt this one away. Carson Turner, Ty Fadak Andrews set to return this one, lined up way back at his 45-yard line.
Saskatchewan again, the aggressive look on punt return.
And coming close to blocking that one. TFA is going to catch that off a couple bounces. Does it with one hand. Big block there by Team Saskatchewan. Special teams player there, and they'll start just over the 50-yard line of the Manitoba sideline.
I applaud the Manitoba punt team. They've been under a lot of pressure, yet they find a way to protect their punters, get out in coverage, and limit the quick and agile TFA, Ty Fedek Andrews, on his returns.
Yes, Carson Turner doing a good job getting those punts away. So just over 2 minutes left here. Lots of time still. Saskatchewan with 1 timeout, Manitoba with 2. Time not an issue yet.
We did just finish do the U16 competition. Yes, we've seen Team Manitoba, Team Saskatchewan go at it at the U16 level for 2 consecutive years now.
Rayum setting up this screen pass. He gets it. It looks like it was almost intended for the lineman, number 61, Matthew Zdanic, but not obviously intended for Braden Wolf.
Intelligent decision by Matthew Zdanic out of the Davidson Raiders program to not catch that football.
That would be a lineman's dream, though, to catch that screen
pass. A lineman's
pass.
dream, but a penalty. Are we going to see some shades of Dan Connolly today on kickoff?
You never know.
Chris?
We might. So it is 2nd and 10 now. Ball on the 51-yard line. Rayum and Wolf in the backfield. Rayum takes the snap, looks to pass, looks to his left. He takes that shot over the middle that time, complete to Yasinski, and that's a nice pitch and catch once again by these two.
I like the receiver technique out of Yasinski. He ball's a little bit behind him. He turns his body completely, 2 hands on the ball, eyes behind the ball. He does it the right way and gets some steams. A big first down here late with 1:59 left in the second quarter.
Jesse Daneka on coverage there for Manitoba defense. That is Noah Yasinski with the reception out of the Saskatoon St. Joseph Guardians program. Rayum will motion his receivers. He'll take the snap, high snap there, does a good job to get it off, pitches it out to the left side to Braden Wolf there. Runs into a Manitoba defender, keeps on his feet though and keeps moving and gets close to 8 or 9 on the play.
Well, they've been trying to feed Braden Wolf in the run game. Now they find him in the pass game. He keeps making people miss. That was a big time run after the catch, making people miss and giving his team a 2nd and short. There's no illegal man downfield on screen passes. So yes, I see the claim that you're making here in the chat, but not on screen passes.
So 2nd and 2, minute 27, time running here. Ball on the 25-yard line for this Saskatchewan offense. Rayum takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Wolf, that time on the left side. Low shoulder pads, and he moves the chains for a first down as we see the tackles there for Team Saskatchewan making a nice block.
Yeah, and that's how you do it as a running back. You stay nice and low, especially when it's 2nd and short. You know your job is to get the first down and give your team another new set of down, and he does just that.
Davin Berry at his left tackle position, 6'8", out of the Riffle Regina Royals program. He has a great O-line coach in Brendan Bennett, someone that we'll hear from later. As Rayum will take that snap, he'll pitch it to Ty Fedek-Andrews, but almost brought down by his T-shirt there, and it's going to be a loss on the play.
Good job, Manitoba, going sideline to sideline and stopping that horizontal stretch. They'll be facing 2nd and long here again, running into a bit of trouble every time they get to the red zone.
Number 27, Sam Obanubi, out of St. Paul's, Winnipeg, with a nice play there on defense.
Tristan Washington from Yorkton, Saskatchewan. A couple of players from Yorkton on this roster, I believe.
Rayum will take the snap, look to pass, look right, look left. This time he's just going to pull his own number down, sees that hole up the middle, tries to make someone miss, and that's going to bring up 3rd down now as they'll likely send on the field goal team once again.
Another 3rd and 5 for Team Saskatchewan. Field goal is indeed running on. A successful field goal here would make it 19-0, giving Saskatchewan a 3-score lead heading to halftime.
Yeah, and this Manitoba defense, obviously they're down here currently 16-0, but they've done a good job limiting Saskatchewan to field goals on most of their drives.
To be honest, I'm impressed with them.
Should be.
It's a good team, that Team Saskatchewan, and they've been able to run on most teams in these tournaments, and Manitoba's holding down the fort.
Ty Gorniak in to attempt a 22-yard field goal. Snap is good, hold is down, and that kick is up and good, giving Team Saskatchewan a 19-0 lead here with 31 seconds left here in the first half.
And Ty Gorniak in line to be the scoring leader of this tournament so far, the only field goal kicker with 4 field goals in a game, never mind in one half.
Yeah, 4 for 4 out of the Balgoni High School here in Saskatchewan, making a nice kick as Manitoba will start now on the 35-yard line. Just a reminder to those of you watching and maybe wondering why there's 2 sets of hash marks. We're playing on a Canadian Football League field, a CFL Pro field, so there's 2 sets of hash marks. The smaller ones you see are the CFL ones, and the wider ones that we're using are the amateur ones. Manitoba will start here. Number 4, Rogan Vergata still in at quarterback, takes that snap there, throws left here. He's got a receiver, but just misses it, thrown out of bounds.
So once again, trying to force Saskatchewan to either completely adjust to their quads look, or maybe they're saying, if you do that, indeed, I'll go to the one-on-one matchup. But they're trying to get that one-on-one deep shot. They just haven't been able to connect.
Yeah, McKeon Odanuga, the intended receiver there.
2nd and long.
Vergata once again in the gun, left hash here. Team Manitoba, 27 seconds left, time stopped. Runs now, Vergata takes a snap, looks left, he's going to scramble once again. He's used his legs a few times, still looking to throw, finds a receiver, but a nice throw on the run, but that one falls incomplete. Intended receiver on the play, number 7, Mason Voot.
Put the fries in the bag, says Chris Walton. Chris Hattisbeck, my colleague, I'll let you decipher what that means.
We'll have to ask him to expand on that one. I'd be happy to know about it, though.
I like the saying. Should we start using put the fries in the bag?
We'll find a way to sneak it in. Carson Turner getting set to punt this one away. Ty Fedek-Andrews quite deep here right now. He's been catching these kind of off a bounce or two at times as Team Saskatchewan sends the pressure, and they do manage to get that one away as TFA is going to have to sprint up and get that one. He does. No yards on the call. He's got some room on the sideline there. Cuts in, cuts left, heading towards that sideline. No flags. So Team Saskatchewan is going to start here on about the 38-yard line with just 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and smart decision from TFA. Once he realized he could get a decent return, he got as many yards as he could without wasting time, went out of bounds. Good awareness from the young athletes, giving his team a play with 6 seconds left. Probably difficult to get 2 plays off here unless you get a very quick passing game play here, but odds are we're going to Odds are this is the last play of the half.
Saskatchewan is going to line up in a regular offensive formation here. We'll see if they choose to use Rayum's arm strength and take a deep shot here. He'll take the snap. He will look to throw. Looking left, he's going to try and take that ISO shot. It's not there. He's scrambled. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. This time he's going to have to run. He's going to have to try and score, and he's just going to get tackled there after a short gain and bring us to the end of the first half. Team Saskatchewan leading Team Manitoba 19-0.
I love those zoom ins you do on the live. Nice and slow. I like that. I was like, oh, we haven't been doing it before. It's very interesting that some people really think it's probably the best. It makes me curious. It's like, wow. Outside of Quebec and Sask, you can't say yeah. Alors, ça, c'est le Québec. He was a student in the class that I took over. I run into him every day. Okay, this is great. Just one guy. I was a couple. I timed him out. Who's the other one? I timed him out. I know you guys. Thickest Oh, yeah, I don't give a shit. I know you guys don't, but I don't really know.
Ideally, we don't.
It's what you do. I think it's mostly you can't. There's a reason why.
What's up, Kyle?
It's the second time we got a notification from Mike's. Yeah, we are bringing in audio to the mix. But that's on the director, not on the
Yeah, see if we can turn that down.
Well,
Not that we can.
let it go.
Yeah, it's He didn't say that.
With great difficulty, I imagine. They probably just mute this. Yeah, but I know, right? So I was like, okay, it's like cleaning dirt. Oh yeah. Oh, here you go. Oh, there's one guy. Conte. Get it. Chris, let's go early so we can get Kyle. throw it out there right away. Kyle, what's this? Talk to the ball, do stuff.
We got some of your coaches.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of our final game here at Mosaic Stadium in Regina, Saskatchewan. Team Saskatchewan. Do the reverse there, Manitoba. Team Saskatchewan has someone there, makes the man miss though, and punches it out. Noah Yeah, I like the idea of Manitoba taking this big movie and that verse on it. Team Manitoba's going to start on the 20-yard line. They're going to get Jim to discuss this.
Sure could make some things happen in the football field. Wow, I was blessed to have him a quarterback. I was the offensive coordinator at Riffle, and sometimes I didn't know what to call. You know what we did? We kept the ball in Kyle's hands, and he made things happen. So I'm excited to see what he can do in the next level, and it was good to have him join us on this broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. So they will give Team Manitoba the ball here. 1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. Catches that snap at his feet there. Gets that ball away to the sideline. Nice job by the receiver. That's number 7 coming down with it, Mason Voot.
Great catch. They needed that. Now we've got ourselves a 2nd and short. Great start to the drive for Team Manitoba. Big pitch and catch. Chris C.J. Latimer, another local coach here in Regina who's given a lot of his time in football, says hello, chiming in. Thanks for doing so, Chris.
So 2nd and 1 now for Manitoba. Rogan Vergata still in at quarterback. Hands it off that time, but met right away at the line of scrimmage by Lucas Durant on that Team Saskatchewan D-line.
And Chris, I'll just take a moment here. Yes, please, fans, let's do exactly that. Let's keep the chat positive. The last thing we want to do is cut the chat privileges because it's offsides or negative. So please do the right thing. You're being read by everybody across the country. So let's be smart what we write and what we say about the players and the people in the chat, and let's just have fun with this.
Flags down on the play. We'll see if it's maybe early movement. Wait for the officials to call this one here. It is a procedure call, so now it's going to be 3rd and long for Manitoba, and they're going to send the punt team on.
Ty Fedek Andrews getting ready again to receive the punt.
Carson Turner, the punter for Team Manitoba. Long delay here. Time running down as 0 hits the clock. They're not going to get this one away, and it's going to be a time count.
Yeah, a little bit of a disorganization there from the Manitoba team. They're going to be penalized for that, and they'll have to punt from 5 yards back.
You think this is the scenario? Currently down 19-0. Give up a safety, get the field position. Still a 3-score game if they do.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, but it's not a crazy thought. You know, giving points is always tough, but if you want to flip the field and give yourself a chance, it's, as you said, it remains a 3-score game if you do so. Good shot here of the crowd. We've got Team Saskatchewan fans waving their flags.
Turner is going to take that punt. He will get that one away. It's going to be caught around the 43-yard line by Ty Fedek Andrews. Goes off the left side. He has some room on that that sideline, but pushed out of bounds there. Nice job by the cover team, limiting the damage on that return.
Yeah, they've done a decent job covering all day, but Team Saskatchewan continues to inch their way closer and closer to the end zone.
Nolan Poirier pushing TFA out of bounds there. So Team Saskatchewan will start their ball on the 29-yard line. Adrian Rayum and Braden Wolf still in the backfield for Saskatchewan. Rayum takes the snap, hands it off to Wolf off the left side that time. Met right away, though, by a couple of Team Manitoba defenders.
So I tried to say this earlier, and we had some technical difficulties here. I'll say it again. Let's try to keep the chat as positive as we can, not attack anybody in the chat or be negative. The last thing we want to do here is cut the chat privileges. It's open because it's meant to be fun. We get a chance to interact with each other and enjoy the games. Let's keep it as such.
Rayum finds TFA on the left side there, and that's going to move the chains for a Team Saskatchewan first down.
Thank you, Coach Pierce. Good to see you in the chat. So, Chris, Team Saskatchewan, they've had their challenges inside the red zone. Other than that, they've played a very solid game. They're going to be looking to try to punch this in now. They want that touchdown. I think they're tired of kicking field goals. Yeah,
Ty Gorniak maybe doing a little bit more field goal kicking than they would like on that Team Saskatchewan coaching staff. We'll see here, Rayum gets that snap, hands it off to Wolf again up the middle, but that interior defensive line doing a good job right now on Manitoba.
Yeah, we're seeing them hot and cold at times, but they seem to be answering at the right time. It's almost a bend but don't break situation. They keep forcing field goals. They're keeping their team in it. They're not giving up.
Carter Kissis in on the tackle there for Manitoba. 2nd and 8, ball on the 16-yard line. Rayum and Wolf in the backfield. We see Yasinski come back, motion across there. Rayum will take the snap, look to throw, look to his right. He's going to keep it himself once again. He's going to decide here he's going to dump it off to Wolf that time, past the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be another first down to make it 1st and goal.
Big time play by Team Saskatchewan. Now they've got a chance to really show what they're made of here on the 5-yard line. It seems like 1st and goal. See if they try to punch it in, or if they just like to go in the air again in these goal line situations. Thank you, Greg Guest, for chiming in. Greg Guest, one of the local officials here. He's done a few games today. He's done a great job, and we've seen him around the football field for years here in Regina.
Reum takes it, looks left, throws it to Smith-Windsor, but dropped on the play. That's really good coverage that time by the Manitoba DB, number 5, Emin Katu.
Continue to see Team Saskatchewan trying to air it out inside the 5-yard line. It seems to be their strategy so far. They were successful earlier in the game with a touchdown pass to Ty Fedek-Andrews, who's also playing the punt returner role. 2nd and 5 now. See if they do so again.
Yeah, last time we were in this area, we saw Reum try and hit Yasinski on a flag route. We had some nice coverage by Oba, the defensive back on Team Manitoba. We'll see if they maybe try and hit that one again as Reum will take it. He will look to throw. He's looking left. He finds Ty Fedek-Andrews over the middle that time as he walks in for his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Well, there you go. Maybe inside the 5. That's the rule. Find a way to get the ball to Ty Fedek. He'll get into the end zone for you. Touchdown Saskatchewan. It's 25-zip.
Good job by Reum to be patient there, let his receivers get open as TFA comes open on the middle, crossing route eventually, and is able to walk in right underneath the goalposts.
TFA is one of these athletes that we have had a chance to learn about last year and build a relationship with. He loves the game of football, works extremely hard, always a smile on his face, and his teammates love him.
So Ty Gorniak set to attempt an extra point. He's having a great day kicking the ball, and that kick is good. Increases Saskatchewan's lead to 26 points here with 7.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. We see, we don't want to say this word too loudly, but we do see some smoke in the air here. Obviously, unfortunately, took away the medal round games last year in the Football Canada Cup. So hoping this is not an issue this week and maybe just passing through here today.
Yeah, don't say the S word, Chris. It's we don't want to have that. We were very unfortunate last year at the tournament. It was a tough thing to navigate through. Obviously, it's always athletes' health first when decisions are made, but yeah, it got kind of smoky here in Mosaic Stadium.
Ty Gorniak with a great kickoff there, caught at the 6-yard line by the Manitoba returners. We see Jake Reach miss that tackle attempt there. Returner doing a great job, riding up the middle, getting all the way to the 40-yard line.
Nice positive play for Team Manitoba, right? Getting the ball all the way back to the 40 as we see their offense trot onto the field.
That is Makun Odenuga with a great return there for Team Manitoba. So Manitoba will start 1st and 10, ball on the 40-yard line as we see Rogan Vergata still in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, he'll turn, he'll play action this time. That's a backwards pass. Nice job there to catch that in the air. And he's got some room on the left side, and there's a flag down late. We'll see what the call is. That's caught by number 12. That's Ben LaRoche Short.
Ben LaRoche, who got a shout-out earlier today, and I was trying to remember how do I know his name, but it's simple. He played on the U16 Team Manitoba last year. We had a chance to do the broadcast. He was one of the key players for that team, and it's good to see him involved already here on the U18 Team Manitoba. Tackled by A.J. Ward on the play, but a flag is down.
Yeah, and it is going to go against Manitoba, so unfortunately for them, that's going to push them back. I believe it's a hold before yards gained. So it's going to be 1st and 20 now for Manitoba and this Vergata-led offense.
Speaking of U16, we're going to be blessed with the presence of our friend Brennan Bennett, the general manager of U16 Team Saskatchewan. He's on the way up to the booth here. We'll have a chance to chat with him, talk about Team Saskatchewan's success.
So 1st and 20, Vergata in the gun, through to his left, to his right, takes the snap, looking to pass, looks quickly to his right, gets a good ball away, complete to his receiver, but brought down right away. The Saskatchewan DBs limiting the gain there on that play. Caught by number 72, Nathan Esch.
Yeah, I agree, Jojo. So maybe final warning here in the chat. We're going to have to maybe disconnect the chat if we're not being more respectful. So we got our moderators taking a look here. We can maybe boot some people out as well. So maybe just a reminder at home to try to be respectful. your name is attached to what you say, and I know one day maybe some of you will be wanting to play for these teams, so let's just be smart with our comments and remain positive in the chat.
Vergata's going to take a deep shot over the middle, and that's caught. A great ball there by Vergata, his best of the day, as we see the receiver get up and celebrate, and he deserves to.
That's Ben LaRose short once again out of Grant Park, Winnipeg with a big catch. Team Manitoba getting a bit of momentum here as they try to put their first points up on the board.
Big first down for Ben LaRose.
The officials are not from Regina, to answer your question, so there might be some on the field from Regina, but they're from all across the country. So you've got some officials from Manitoba today on the field, you got some from British Columbia, from Quebec. It's a nice mix out there.
Vergata, look out here, dangerous play as Jake Reach hits him right away. That's Ben LaRose short once again, but that's a great play by the Saskatchewan defender.
They're feeding LaRose short, and why not? He's playing a great game, but Jake Reach is all over that one to force second and long. Big play by Team Saskatchewan.
I thought while that ball was in the air, it was a dangerous throw. Jake Reach almost broke on it and intercepted that one, but makes a nice tackle on the play. Forces 2nd and 14 here, ball on the 45 for Manitoba. As we've seen Vergata not afraid to air this one out here on this drive. He'll take the snap, good snap on the play, looks right, pressured right away, does a good job using his legs to escape, still looking downfield, trying to throw, finds a receiver late, gets hit, and that one falls incomplete.
Great job breaking contained by the young quarterback. That's a great usage of his feet, trying to make something happen for his team, and then sets up and try to find a receiver. That's a good play by the quarterback.
Yeah, Vergata has shown his athleticism there, doing a great job being chased by Enoch Olumidamiro from the Regina Laboldus Golden Suns defensive line, a great player here in Regina, but Vergata doing a good job using his athleticism on that play. So 3rd and 14 coming up. Carson Turner from Sturgeon Heights in Winnipeg set to punt this one away. Good snap that time, gets it down. Gets a nice high punt away. It's going to be a little bit short there, lands right at the 20, gets a good bounce, and it's just going to go and force TFA out of bounds there at around the 18-yard line.
Good positive drive for Team Manitoba. They didn't get the score there, but they got to flip the field completely, and now Team Saskatchewan takes over in what's their toughest field position so far today. So, no score for Manitoba, but a good confidence-building drive for them.
Absolutely. Doing a good job there. Vergata hitting a nice couple passing plays there. Again, they've shown they're not afraid to throw the ball with him, as he's done some good job, as we have another quarterback in this time, and it might be our friend Sullivan Smith-Windsor. We said that we had him labeled as a receiver or as a quarterback, and that time they run the ball to number 28. That's Luke Gessel inside there from Delisle.
The Delisle Rebels running back coming in the game, and it's nice to see some substitutions and new players in for Team Saskatchewan. We'll take some time here to introduce our great friend, Brendan Bennett. Brendan, a man of many hats. He's coached O-line for Riffle. You see both of those blue helmets playing the tackle position. That's product of Brendan Bennett's coaching. But, Brendan, I'm hoping to talk to you today as you're the general manager of the U16 team for Team Saskatchewan. You guys just won gold. We've had a lot of questions in the chats. Saskatchewan, not a province with a ton of population. Where is all this success coming from?
That's a good question. A lot of good homegrown talent here from our grassroots programs. Huge shout out to Regina Minor Football, Saskatoon Minor Football, as well as our rural minor programs who just do a fantastic job developing our younger players. And then we see that on the field here. Obviously U16 this past week and now U18 today.
As Ty Fedek Andrews catches the ball for a first down but may have fumbled. We're going to wait to see here what the announcers, what the officials are signaling, which is a first down Manitoba. Big turn of events here for Manitoba. We're starting to get a bit of momentum. Now, Brendan, I'm looking down the roster. You mentioned Regina, Saskatoon, Moose Jaw, but the rural programs, am I right to believe some of these athletes, especially on the U16 level, they might not be accustomed to playing 12-on-12 football?
Yeah, you're completely correct. We have 6-a-side and 9-a-side athletes that that make our U16 program as well as our U18 program. So it is a bit of adjustment for them, but they've been coached up really well from where they're from, and they make that adjustment quite well and quickly in our camps.
Now, one of the things that helps you, I'm going to go ahead and make the assumption, so correct if I'm wrong, lots of continuity on these coaching staffs as I try to mumble through these words. Same coaches that come back year after year. Is that part of the success of this program?
Yeah, absolutely it is. I mean, we're super lucky to have the coaches we do in this province. They're top notch across the entire country comparatively. So it really helps establish that program for U16 and U18 to have them back year after year.
As our running back from Delisle continues to carry the rock here, it's a first down Saskatchewan. So, yeah, well said, Brendan. And now, Brendan, you're also, and I see here your colleague Mike Thomas, you've been working Football Saskatchewan for a number of years. You're a coach of the Riffle Royal. I guess you know 5 of these players wearing blue helmets quite well.
I do.
Anybody you're excited to see perform at Football Canada Cup this year?
Definitely number 64, Davin Barry. One heck of an athlete at left tackle there, and he's going to turn some heads at this tournament, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the stature of 6'8". He's a basketball player as well. I've seen him dunk with my own eyes. When you see athletic offensive linemen like that, it's rare, that stature. 6'8". I mean, we're talking about a heck of a player.
Yeah, and he moves unbelievably well for his size. He is a heck of an athlete, and I'm excited to watch him progress through this tournament.
Anything else to add, Brendan?
Not a lot, guys. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Love listening to you guys, and keep up the great work.
We're having a blast. Thanks for having us.
For sure. Thanks, guys.
As Team Saskatchewan continues to run the ball in the middle here, we have suspended the chat. So, sorry, guys, but enough was enough. So we've decided to suspend the chat here. So, again, I think you've had your warnings. And maybe when we kick things off again on Wednesday, we'll be a little bit friendlier with the comments and we won't be so attacking. So come on, guys, there's your nudge that we're giving to you. But back to the game, Chris.
Yes, number 8, Nolan Uren in at quarterback for Team Saskatchewan on this drive as he finds TFA over the middle on that crossing route. He's going to try and hit the sideline, and he does. Nice job by Uren there, throwing, waiting for TFA to get open.
And Team Saskatchewan, I know we're talking to coach and general manager Brendan Bennett here, but the great drive by Team Saskatchewan, kind of bringing themselves all the way down from their own 25-yard line. They're now on Manitoba's 26, looking to punch it in.
Uren and Gessel in the backfield. Uren takes it, hands it off to Gessel. Big lane up the middle, nice job, makes a nice cut there, and gets a decent run there from Delisle. Running back doing a nice job.
And we'll let our good friend Mike Thomas join as well. Mike, who's serving as the executive director at Football Saskatchewan. Mike, you've had a lot on your shoulders lately hosting the U16 Regional Challenge. That just ended yesterday. Congratulations on your gold medal with Team Saskatchewan. You're now kicking off today the U18 Canada Cup. That's a lot on the staff.
Yeah, you know what, it certainly is, but with the crew that we've got, it's definitely something that I know that we were all ready for the challenge and ready to handle. And with a U16 team that was coming off a three-peat and knowing what they had in front of them for the four-peat, it was something that we wanted to make sure that we could allow our staff to enjoy in that moment, but yet be still present to make sure we run a top quality event and get ourselves ready for the U18 here.
And a great event it's been as Team Saskatchewan finds number 84. That's Noah Yasinski from the Saskatoon St. Joseph Guardians with a touchdown. Extends their lead here. Mike, you talk about everybody who has to work. Between the paid staff and all the volunteers, approximately how many people are we talking about here making a difference during this tournament?
Well, between the two tournaments, we probably have an excess of 50 some odd people that are having different touch points and probably even more than that. And we've got volunteers from all of our elite teams, from the Rams, the Thunder, the Riot, and also just general people from our board of directors that are on, former board of directors, people in the community that just want to come and help, which is great. And obviously great assistance from our minor association with Regina Minor Football that has a top-notch facility that they've given us the opportunity to operate out of. And here tonight, the City of Regina able to showcase Mosaic Stadium to those folks that are from all over the country and have had the opportunity of seeing the Riders play on TV, and now their kids get a chance to be here. So it's a great facility for these kids to be a part of. We're trying to make it a top-notch kind of production for them. Yourself and Chris are doing a great job for those folks at home watching, and so we're just really hoping to showcase to the country just what it is to play ball here in Saskatchewan, in the crown jewel of the CFL here at Mosaic Stadium, and just hopefully have a great time this week with the whole event.
You know what? It's been fun so far. I know the kids are having fun. They're on campus. I'm sure they hop in their airplanes and they're in the lobbies of the airports wearing their tracksuit with pride. And now they're, every day being treated almost like professional athletes. You wake up in the morning, you get your meetings, then you get on the bus, you go to practice. There's a lot going on outside of these game days that make it fun for the kids. So maybe a testament to the positive culture of football here in Saskatchewan and Regina specifically, with all these people wanting to be involved and make a difference. Mike, last thing for you, the UE team program, obviously an important program for Team Sask. You're ranked number 1. You're looking strong so far, taking the lead against Manitoba as we head towards the end of the third quarter. Does that put a lot of pressure on the coaches, on the players, being ranked number 1 coming into the tournament?
I think obviously for the team, knowing the status that they're at, coming at as 4P champions, that's the piece that they know is really kind of facing them here with this event, is that they're at home. So there is a different set of expectations. There's a different set of just, everything with them, knowing that the eyes are on them, knowing what is at stake, and knowing what we put upon them as players and how we ask them to be. And for us, it's one game at a time, obviously, as the old cliche goes. However, we also want to ensure that these kids understand what it's like to play Saskatchewan football, and making sure that they come out and represent the province well, because we want the folks that are coming to watch and see and understand how respectful the players are, and exact the type of players that they will be. So being at home is tough, no doubt about it. Does the coaching staff feel it? I think so. Now they will never show it, and they will ensure the team is prepared as possible. So it's one of those ones that you want to ensure that you put your best foot forward, and we're trying to do so from our standpoint as a showcase of production standpoint, and they're trying to do so as well as the sideline to ensure their players are doing that here today.
Well, Mike, thank you for your outstanding leadership that you've provided in these great tournaments. Obviously, it's special for the athletes. I think the parents, the people in the crowd are having fun, and hopefully at home you're having fun too, listening to us and watching the game and cheering on your favorite athletes. Thank you again for stopping by. Mike, you're welcome anytime in the booth this week. Always happy to see you and to hear from you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Olivier. And for those watching at home, hope you're having a great time, enjoying watching great football here today. And thank you very much to yourself and Chris for the commentary, and look forward to seeing the rest of the play here tonight and the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, Mike. Chris, good to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got 2 headsets up here, so I'm honestly happy to take a breather during these interviews. But Mike Thomas, Brendan Bennett, 2 outstanding members in our football community, 2 people we're very familiar with, as we saw a big hit there by Noah Finkelday, as we see the receiver able to walk off, which is awesome. Looks like he's going to be okay. Just winded probably.
And honestly, I'm not ready to move on from Brendan Bennett and Mike Thomas. I'll tell you why. I think if you're from Saskatchewan, you know this. But if you're not, these are people who are dedicating their careers into helping amateur sport. They're part of tremendous growth of football, between flag football, Indigenous football, women's football, and of course the men's football program as well. And it's their leadership that's helping us, put on such a great tournament. And just chapeau to those guys and all the hard work they put in.
Big play in the backfield there by number 24, AJ Ward. And again, we've had the pleasure of coaching with Brendan Bennett for many years with the Regina Riot. Mike Thomas was on the board while we were both involved, coaches with the Riot as well, and obviously involved with Football Sask, the Regina Flag Football League, AFFL, and then one of the best youth football leagues in the country, if not in North America. Actually was named the top flag league in North America.
That's correct, and the leadership they've shown is tremendous, and it's on purpose. It's not accidental that we see such a growth of the game here in Saskatchewan.
As we see the quarterback, Rogan Vergata, make a beautiful throw on the play, fits it over the safety's fingertips there, but there is a flag on the play.
And last comment here as we get back to really describing this game in greater detail, but it's, Football Saskatchewan had an interview with Amy Kowalski during the third game today, so some of you at home might have not, had the chance to listen to that. But Football Saskatchewan has dedicated staff members to the growth of women's football. It's the only province, I believe, who has those positions, paid positions, making the effort to make sure that female football continues to develop in the province. And Football Sask is they've been leaders in amateur football in the country.
Yeah, something that many of the PSOs can learn from, especially in the women's area, something that we need to see continue to grow, as we saw an offside call against Saskatchewan there on Thursday. Vergata with a beautiful fake, finds his receiver, number 89, doing a nice job. That is number 89, Mikun Odunuga, with a nice reception on the play.
Yeah, and Liam Platt coming in at full steam ahead, making sure that he chops down that ball carrier and limits the gain, but it's a first down for Team Manitoba as they're driving here in the fourth quarter.
And that's a nice play fake by Vergata on that play. So 1st and 10, ball on the 44-yard line. 9.5 minutes left here in the game. Vergata will take the snap, quick roll out to his right. He's going to take that deep shot, but he's covered on the play by a couple of Team Saskatchewan defenders. However, there is a flag in the backfield.
Looks like they're talking to the Manitoba quarterback, and he's signaling penalty on Saskatchewan.
We'll wait for head official Hugo Dallaire to make the call. And they are moving that ball up, so it's going to be another first down for Team Manitoba.
Well, good on Team Manitoba. They've done what they could to kind of hang on this game. Team Saskatchewan being favorites, I would say, and have been playing a good game. They're physically imposing. O-line play, I thought, has been excellent. Manitoba trying to find a way to stay in this one and get a score late.
We'll see if Manitoba decides to just keep this one in the air. Vergata still in at quarterback, takes a snap, and he's going to scramble this time, being chased from behind and brought down by the Team Saskatchewan linebacker, number 51. I believe that is Lucien Verity, D-lineman, from Saskatoon.
That's right, the Saskatoon linebacker from the BJM Saints coming out with the big play. Second and extra long for Team Manitoba.
Vergata's done a good job using his athleticism today, avoiding some of those sacks, but that time tracked down from behind. We see an injured Team Saskatchewan athlete walking off here. That Team Saskatchewan medical staff led by athletic therapist Michelle Keane. So 2nd and 18, ball on the 37. Vergata takes the snap, quick throw to his left. He's pressured right away by Ethan Struthers, and that one falls incomplete.
As I'm seeing Shoots with Scrapes down there on field level. Shoot with Scrapes, the official photographer of this tournament. If you're looking to have specific photos of maybe one of your favorite players, it's as simple as finding Shoot with Scrapes online on his website and making the request. I believe you can pay for a package that allows you to have guaranteed action shots of your favorite players. Otherwise, you'll just find some really good shots at tournaments, period. He's one of the best photographers in Saskatchewan. We see him on the sideline at CFL games at times. He's done a lot of U of R Rams and U of S Huskies at times. So one of the best.
Yeah, Regina Ride as well. Every year I have the pleasure of coming up with a crazy idea in my head, and Scraper helps make it happen. So thankful for him and the work that he's doing here at this tournament and at all sporting events here in Saskatchewan. As Manitoba will punt this one away. Number 6 set to return it. That is Sullivan Smith-Windsor. We've seen his name a few times there, receiving there as well on the return game.
Smith-Windsor, the quarterback, receiver, punt returner extraordinaire, had a great game. A new name for us, not a player that we knew, but Team Saskatchewan clearly trying to make sure that the ball touches his hands as much as possible.
Noah Hepner, the first one down there for Team Manitoba. 8.5 minutes left here in this game. Team Saskatchewan leading Team Manitoba, our last game of day one here at the 2024 Football Canada Cup. Olivier, our voices are hanging on so far.
Sponsored, brought to you by Fisherman's Friend.
That's right. Unofficial. We're going to have to find a way to make it official. So Saskatchewan's going to start here deep in their own zone here. Ball placed on the 3-yard line. As we see Nolan Uren still in at quarterback from the Weyburn Eagles football program. I believe they are back-to-back provincial champs in their division here in Saskatchewan. Flag down on the play, hands the ball off, brought down right away. We'll see what the call is.
The flags are thrown in the vicinity of offsides here. The question is it on Saskatchewan or Manitoba?
Number 26, Burke Bartko from the Watrous Winston Wildcat on the carry there.
Early indications, penalty is going to be against Manitoba. We're likely looking at a 1st and 5. Well, Chris, we're seeing a lot of new players coming on the field here for Team Saskatchewan. I love this roster. It's as diverse as we've seen on any roster from this Canada Cup so far in terms of players from all over the place. There's not many matching helmets, although I do see a number of yellow ones right now on the field. But, yeah, it's really nice to see.
Offside is the call against Manitoba. That play penalty is declined, so they'll take the gain on the play instead.
That can't be. I believe it's still 1st and 5 here, Chris. Ball on the 8-yard line.
As we see the officials talking about this one now. We see the ref still signaling as a declined penalty, though.
Okay, so maybe it is 2nd and 3. Or maybe not, as they back up again.
All right, so they did signal, to my credit, a declined penalty. However, Team Saskatchewan did actually want to take that, so it is 1st and 5 now. Ball moved up to the 8-yard line. Nuren will be in the backfield, takes the snap, hands it off inside to number 26, makes a nice cut there, and gets a big 1st down for Saskatchewan, getting them out of their own goal line.
I love what I see out of Saskatchewan here, the Melfort Comets. That's Brody Taylor, the receiver, making some good blocking downfield. Those Team Saskatchewan players not afraid to get dirty in the box, those receivers, that is.
Burke Bartko again with the carry, brought down on the play by number 21, Nolan Poirier. 1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line. Uren will take the handoff, hand it off to Bartko on the left side that time, and not much going there. Chased down from behind. A good job by that front 7 for Manitoba.
You know, I feel like back at home, some of the fans for Team Manitoba expected a better result. The reality is 33-0 in the 4th quarter, number 1 seed against 8. It's not something to feel bad about at all. I think if you're Team Manitoba, you've done some good things today. Do you wish to have some points on the board? Of course you do, but you're playing a very tough Team Saskatchewan defense who's had a number of shutouts in these tournaments. They're 4 times defending champs.
They are. We've talked about the success that Saskatchewan has had, obviously, as well as recently as they're the host team here. Pressured in the backfield by Uren, and that's going to be a big sack for the Manitoba defense. That is number 8, Destiny Okadara, making a great play.
And there you go, right on cue. Team Manitoba, you know, they've done some good things today. I think they can be proud of the performance. Team Saskatchewan here likely going to try to preserve their shutout and punt the ball away, giving Manitoba some decent field position with 6 minutes, 41 seconds to go in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, I was just going to ask your opinion on that. I think I would not be surprised at all to see Saskatchewan punt this one away. Ty Gorniak does have a big leg as well.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of pride when you have the shutout. You want to keep it that way. Look, it's not a bad call to give up the 2 either. You'd be up 31 points and in control of the game, but I expect to see a punt here.
So Gorniak will take that snap. He'll punt it away. It's almost blocked, and that's going to land around the 33-yard line. Gets a Team Saskatchewan bounce for sure, as the returner is going to land on it around the 51-yard line, and that's a very pro-Saskatchewan bounce.
Yeah, it's a 45-yard net punt, if not even a bit more. Team Manitoba unhappy here, but, you know, they'll get the ball starting on Saskatchewan's 52-yard line. They have a chance here to put some points up on the board.
6 minutes, 20 seconds left here in this final game of the day.
Chris, what's stood out to you? What's impressed you the most out of today's game?
I would say, Saskatchewan being able to do it on the ground and in the air. They've hit some nice deep shots. And honestly, Saskatchewan just playing consistent football. They're not doing one thing really better than the other. Their defense has played well. They forced a couple of turnovers. Manitoba's O-line, doing their best as well, but Vergata's having to run a little bit, and he's done a good job as well using his feet.
Yeah, we haven't commented much on play calling, if you will, or strategy, but Team Saskatchewan, as typical as it is, 4-3 defense, cover 3, it's kind of what they do. And they're just trying to make sure they don't give up big plays and then they rally down to the football. They're so athletic. They do a good job limiting what could be a 7-8 yard gain. It looks more like a 4 or 5 yard gain. So they're doing a great job with that against the pass. And their D-line linebackers have been aggressive enough to stop the run as well. So really solid performance all around from that defense.
As Vergata is in the gun here, second down. Little counter option there. Vergata's going to make a man miss. He does. He dumps it off to his receiver there on the right side, and a good job by A.J. Ward making a nice play.
Yeah, and there's that example of kind of limiting those gains, right? Even though Manitoba can find some players, open, Team Saskatchewan just rallies down and limits the yard after gain. So we're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Manitoba likely to go for it.
Max Payne with the reception there.
Max Payne, one of our favorite names from last year.
Right. So 3rd and 6, ball on the 47-yard line. Team of Manitoba going for this one.
Good decision here, I'd say.
Absolutely, yep. No harm in going for it either way. Vergata will be in the gun. He'll take the snap. He'll look to throw. Looks to his left. He throws it left that time. Brought down right away. Stretching out the ball. That's a good job. We'll see where they mark it. I think with the stretch he got it, but it looks like it's going to be closer than I might have thought.
It's going to be very close. We'll see if the officials feel generous or not, or perhaps they just put it down and see what the sticks tell them later on. But either way, it was a smart move, extending the ball from the receiver. This is going to be real close. Mason
Vogt with the reception there. We've called his name a few times, doing a nice job there before he's down to stretch that ball out, as they will bring out the sticks.
One way or another here, I think we're looking at inches of a difference to see if we get a first down for Manitoba or for Team Saskatchewan. Oh, it's close, Chris.
It might be like the old days when they pulled out the index card. And it is going to be short of the first down, yard to gain, and that's going to be another turnover on downs for Team Saskatchewan.
Yeah, and the official really took his time there, making sure he got it right. They kind of measured and made sure the sticks were extended as they should be, because that was close. Not an easy one to call.
No, not at all. So Team Saskatchewan's going to take over. 4.5 minutes left here in the game as we see Nolan Uren come in at quarterback again for Saskatchewan. Number 28 gets the ball there. That's Luke Gessel for Team Saskatchewan. Gets a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play.
A good first down carry ahead of the sticks, keeping the playbook nice and open for 2nd and 4.
That's number 55, Carter Calcius, in on the tackle.
Not a ton of running backs here in the roster for Team Saskatchewan. Only 3 listed, much less than some of their competition this week.
Sask choosing to use their roster spots a bit differently, as Uren does a good job to catch that high snap there. That's complete to his receiver, number 88. That's Hayden McLeod with tons of room on that right side, and that's going to be a big play for McLeod on that one.
Nice to see McLeod getting involved with the offense here in the 4th quarter. A little mesh concept, a drag route at a minimum. Makes a nice catch and gets the yak yards needed for the big gain.
Coming down towards the 3-minute warning here in this one. Yeah, I miss the chat, Olivier, as crazy as that is.
I miss it too. I think we were having a lot of fun during the previous games, and hopefully we can kick it back up on Wednesday.
Uren's pass intended for McLeod that time, but falls incomplete, thrown a little bit behind him. As McLeod's going to take a unsportsmanlike penalty after that one. A little bit of taunting, talking to the Manitoba defensive back.
It's an interesting time to take a taunting penalty after not catching the ball, but what happens on the field we'll never know.
So he's going to push them back now and force a 2nd and 20 on the dead ball foul. So ball on the 45-yard line. This will be the last play before the 3-minute warning. Your end will take the snap, rolls out to his left. He has some pressure in his face, does a good job to escape that. He's just going to tuck it and run, and he's going to have to get through a lot of Manitoba defenders there and gets a decent gain on the play, but forces a 3rd down as the special teams unit is coming on.
Yeah, good job, Team Manitoba, limiting the scrambling QB there and forcing Team Saskatchewan to kick. Decision here is going to be a long field goal, Chris, or are we going for the punt?
Yeah, I think I see Ty Gorniak coming on with the extra point, with the field goal tee there. We've seen his leg strength. He's going to try and go, I believe, 5 for 5 here on the day with this field goal attempt.
I don't have Canada Cup records in front of me, but in this pace by the end of the tournament, that's 15 field goals. I've got a feeling that would be enough to break it.
So a 40-yard field goal attempt coming up for Ty Gorniak. Snap is good. Hold is down. Gorniak gets that one away. He's got the distance, and that one's going to be good for a 40-yard field goal, and he's having a heck of a game.
He really is, and there's some pressure in his face there. Even got contacted, I thought, but he nails the 40-yarder. 5 for 5 at the U18 level, including some long ones, a 40-yarder. That's very impressive.
Special teams coordinator and vocab extraordinaire Paul Harrison's going to be happy about that one.
Paul Harrison, one of these coaches who's been coaching at the high school level, the WWCFL level, the U Sport level, Canada Cup level. He's one of these coaches that is well respected in the province.
Absolutely. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left here. Team Saskatchewan led by head coach Dwayne Mason, the running back coach with the Regina Rams here, another longtime coach doing a great job in the province.
Lots of coaches here from the Rams and the Huskies in this program.
Vergata will finish this one off for Manitoba as the play is blown dead. Waiting to see here what the officials are discussing.
Well, Chris, we've been blessed, I like using that word, to watch 4 good football games. We've seen some close games today. The 4 favorites have won, and they'll advance to the next round at a chance of medaling. The 4 teams who have suffered losses today, they will still have a chance at some good standings. It's worth fighting for 5th and 6th position, and these teams will have a chance to do that on Wednesday.
Yeah, really looking forward to obviously day 2 and especially day 3 as these games get a little bit tighter. You know, we've had a few games that were a little bit far apart, of course, but you know, as we get further into this tournament, a 3-game tournament, or 3-game day tournament, I should say, compared to the U16 Western Challenge, which is just 2, we should have some great football coming up this week.
Yeah, that's what's fun. I mean, as the tournament continues on, you get the perfect matchups, you know, lining up for perfect last day, and always been good football, and it's fun.
So they're going to take a deep shot here, and that is complete. I believe that is number 12 with the reception, Ben LaRose short. Sorry, that is number 72, Nathan Esch, making a nice play with a good ball from Rogan Vergata.
Rogan kind of taking a few steps, making it look like a rollout, and then planting his feet and going back for a backside post. Fantastic play call. It's a risky one because it requires the quarterback to come back, but when you complete those, you feel pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Great ball there from Vergata. When he's had time in the pocket and be able to make a nice throw, he's put some good balls in the air today. As Vergata will take it. High snap there. Does a good job. Get it down. Throw it over the middle. That's going to be picked by the safety there for Team Saskatchewan, and he's got a ton of space on the sideline there. That is Riel Parangi there with the interception. He's going to be brought down on the 23-yard line.
The free safety out of the Saskatoon Marions Graham Falcons with the big play here in the 4th quarter to close this game out. 1 minute and 2 seconds on the clock as Team Saskatchewan offense likely running on here to take a knee, but we've got a flag thrown deep in Saskatchewan's end.
Yeah, it's looking like that interception is not going to stand.
So catch your breath, jog back over. We're going to do this all over again. Now, Chris, they're spotting the ball where the interception occurred. I'm a little confused with the ball spot as the referees blow their whistles here.
Yeah, the game currently in runtime, but Manitoba's going to take one of their timeouts here and give themselves an opportunity to put some points up before the end of this game.
Yeah, and I think it's something that would have a lot of pride in doing, whether they kick a field goal or a touchdown to get some points on the board to end the game. I think they'll feel good about it. Not easy to score against this 4-time back-to-back Canada Cup champ team.
As we see that Team Saskatchewan defense head back onto the field as Vergata comes in with the play call. Just 25 seconds left here in this game.
Manitoba has one more timeout in their back pocket.
Vergata just looking to the sideline, making sure they get the right call as time is whistled in. Takes the snap, looks over the middle this time, rolls out to his left, looking downfield. He's going to try and hit a deep shot there on the left side, and that's going to be caught for a touchdown. Number 89 for Team Manitoba, Makun Odunuga with the reception.
What a beautiful throw and pass. Good patience by the quarterback. A right-handed QB rolling to his left, keeping his shoulders open, and he throws that ball perfectly in the basket on the wheel route. Really nice throw. Touchdown, Manitoba. They deserve their touchdown.
They do. Vergata's done a great job in the pocket that time. He rolls out left, keeps his eyes downfield, and puts that ball right on the money for his receiver. And that's a good job by the Manitoba offense and coaching staff to use that timeout and give themselves a chance at putting some points on the board.
Yeah, with 0 on the clock now, you know, they can end this game 36-7. Did they get the win? No, but they finished on a high note. Hopefully they can carry that into practice tomorrow and in preparation for the next match.
Carson Turner in to attempt this extra point. And that extra point attempt is up and good. So the final score in our last game of today's 2024 Day 1 at the Canada Cup is Saskatchewan taking this one 36-7. My name's Chris Hadisbeck. I'm joined with Olivia Yeti and our spotter, Kara Francoeur. Thank you, everyone, for your help today. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join us in congratulating both teams on outstanding performance and great game. At this time, I draw your attention to center field. We will commence with presentations for the most valuable offensive and most valuable defensive player awards to both teams. These are chosen by the U18 Football Canada Cup Selection Committee. The winner of the most valuable defensive player award for Team Manitoba, number 99, big deal, but of course it's awesome if it happens.
Yeah, and then you don't have to keep swapping. Okay.
The winner of the most valuable offensive player of the game for Team Manitoba, number 4, Rogan Vergata. The winner of the most valuable defensive player of the game for Team Saskatchewan, number 99, Lucas Durant. And the winner of the most valuable offensive player of the game award for Team Saskatchewan, from Regina, number 5, Ty Fedek Andrew. Let's hear it for both teams once more on a great performance. Thank you all so much for a great first day of the 2024 Canada Cup. We hope to see you back here at Lionel Field on Wednesday, July 10th, where the action will start at 10 a.m. Thank you all so much for your attendance and have a great ride.
After the rain.